Hello and welcome to Tizo Guitar. If you're new here, my name is Tyler Griffiths. I go by Tizo, and this channel is all about learning guitar, but with a special focus on R&B music. So, if that's what you're into, please consider subscribing to the channel and clicking the notification bell so that you are made aware of whenever I go live, just like tonight. Typical streaming schedule is going to be Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm a little early today, but I had some time, so I thought I would get on it. And Saturdays at 12 p.m. Eastern. That's the current streaming schedule. This coming Saturday, I will be out of town, so there will be no Saturday stream, but we'll get back to it next Tuesday and then the following Saturday as well. So what we went over, as you can see from the title of the video, is that we're learning how to play the song Future Me by Hailey Knox. All right, very chill song, only really need to know 4 chords. So go ahead and grab your guitar and we'll get right to it. All right, so let's take a look at these chord shapes. Pull those up right there. Okay, I said you only need to know 4 chord shapes. There is a 5th one. As you can see, the E minor 7 is shown twice. Sometimes the first voicing that we're gonna learn is a little bit difficult for some people to play, as opposed to the regular minor 7 bar chord shape. Maybe you don't like bar chords at all, so you have 2 options for that. But there is a standard E minor 7 shape, and then there's the one that we're going to be using for this song, which is a little bit different. In any case, the first chord is going to be an A minor 7. I choose to play this chord with my thumb over the top. You're perfectly welcome to just bar the entire fret with your index finger on that 5th fret, or however else you learn how to play it. Some people do ring finger and middle finger over the top. Doesn't quite matter, just don't play that A string, all right? So we're going to play the low E, the D, G, and B strings on fret 5. And then we're gonna slap mute. All right, so the whole vibe of this song, the whole rhythm is gonna be slap muted on the 2 and the 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, there's a slight change on the 3rd chord, I believe it is. But for the most part, get used to hitting that slap mute to quiet those strings out on the 2 and the 4 beats. Okay, so first chord, A minor 7, 5th fret, very easy. Second shape might give a little bit of trouble, so we have 2 shapes for that, but the first one is middle finger on the 7th fret of the A string, index finger on the 5th fret of the D string, ring finger on the 7th fret of the G string, and pinky on the 8th fret of the B string. Not the usual shape for an E minor 7, but it's very pretty nonetheless. All right, and that's the one that I hear as I'm listening to the song, the recording. Okay, if you don't like that shape and you're used to the regular E minor 7 bar chords that are in tons of R&B songs, you can do this version of E minor 7. That's the shape that's all the way to the right on the bottom. Sorry, this one. There we go. So that's the shape there. So you're just barring from the A string down with your index finger on fret 7. Ring finger is going to go on the D string, fret 9. Then you have nothing on the G string besides your bar finger. And then middle finger is going to go on the B string, fret 8. Just inside 4 strings for that shape as well. So you could play that version of the E minor 7, or you could play this version. Take your pick. All right, next shape's gonna be a D minor 7. So if you already played that E minor 7 on fret 7, just slide that shape back 2 frets towards the tuners. And that's a D minor 7. So bar fingers on fret 5, all right? Ring finger, D string, fret 9. Sorry, fret 7, and then middle finger, B string, fret 6. And then our final chord is going to be this beautiful D minor 9. Okay, and that one, I have middle finger on the A string, fret 5. I have index finger on the D string, fret 3. I have ring finger on the G string, fret 5. And I have pinky on the B string, fret 5. All right, so those are all the chord shapes that you'll need to know to play that main progression for the song. And we're gonna be playing slap mute, next chord, next chord, slap, next chord. So you could either do A minor 7 to this E minor 7 to this D minor 7 to this D minor 9. All right, so it'll be like this. Okay, or you can swap out this shape of the E minor 7 for this one that we talked about earlier. So it'll be one more time. Okay, and that is pretty much the entire progression. All right, so you can take your pick of which E minor 7 you'd like to use. There is a section kind of after the chorus where there's like these slides. Here we go. Right, that whole section is already tabbed out and it's up on my Patreon page if you want to learn that section. I wanted to keep today's lesson very brief, so I won't be covering that part. But if you like the song when you listen to it and you really want to learn that section, that'll be available at my Patreon page, patreon.com/tizoguitar, just like the channel name. All right, and the tabs are already uploaded. I also have the guitar profile. And let me know in the comments if you'd like to have video tabs as well. I've been doing that for some of my private lesson students where I'll have the tab on Guitar Pro and it'll kind of have like a little line showing you when the next chord's ready to be played. So that might be helpful for some people. If you want it, I'll make that extra effort, but go ahead and let me know in the comments, all right? So yeah, that's about it for today's lesson. I want to keep it short and sweet. I hope that you enjoy the song. It's really nice. I had never heard of Hailey Knox before this, but I saw it in like the Spotify, what's it called, R&B Weekly or something, or Fresh R&B, something like that. Maybe chilled R&B. But yeah, she's really good. Hailey Knox, super talented, really nice, chill song, very good intro to R&B type song as well. So definitely check that out, learn those chord shapes, listen to the song and try to play along and see how it goes. Also, if anything in this lesson was a little bit too difficult for you, like you like the sound of it, but it's just a little bit over your head, I do offer private lessons via Zoom. So if you're interested in that and you're looking for someone to kind of come alongside you and guide you, show you what to practice, introduce you to these concepts and kind of show you where these chord shapes come from, go ahead and drop me an email at tizoguitar, just like the channel name, tizoguitar@gmail.com. Send me an email and I will get back to you with some information as soon as possible. Last but not least, if you like these chord shapes and they're kind of new to you, I did prepare a chord library of 35 of the most common voicings and shapes of chords that I come across or that I've come across playing R&B music on guitar specifically. So I kind of just narrowed it down to what is the most common and give you 2 to 3 different shapes for every chord voicing that I've come across and kind of I find that come up over and over in different R&B songs. It's called Tizo's R&B Chord Library Volume 1. It is available for purchase at the link in the description below. So definitely go ahead and check that out if that's what you want to do. Last but not least, there are some things that you can do to help the channel that cost you absolutely nothing. That all revolves around the stuff that the algorithm loves to see. So sharing the video, liking, subscribing, clicking the bell to be notified when I go live, comments, all of the above. Let me know your requests. Let me know what you want to see in on the channel in the future. And yeah, definitely share me. I want to make sure that more people can find this channel and learn some of the same stuff that we've been going over. So thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed the lesson and I will see you next time on Saturday, noon Eastern. All right, bye-bye.